Hi everyone, this is Chef Collin here, and yes, today I'm gonna cook for my cooking story. And what I'm gonna cook actually is my traditional dish, which been brought me down from my grandmother to my mother, and now I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna show you all what is this curry devil all about, or some people call it devil curry, or in fact, some call it devil. Right, so devil, so once you eat it, you will love it, and I'm sure we Malaysians will love this traditional Portuguese Malaccan dish. Let me introduce the ingredients. We have the chicken over here, potatoes, lemongrass, garlic, ginger, onions, and also some boiled dried chilies to soften it so it's easier to blend, and some asam jawa with some water, buah keras, which is called candle nut, mustard seed, vinegar, and also a bit of thick soy sauce. Right, so these are the basic ingredients that we all need for today's dish. Alright, so we're gonna start cooking now, and I'm gonna fry the potatoes a little bit first, so that it doesn't mash up in the curry later on, and it actually tastes better with the fried potatoes in there. Okay, so we're just going to heat up the wok, put in some oil, and this remaining oil later on you can actually use it to stir fry the blended ingredients, so there's no waste to it. And of course, you know, when it comes to curry, you have to have enough generous amount of oil in there to actually stir fry the blended ingredients. Okay, so heating it up, and over here I have a blender. The modern way we all use blender, and what my grandmother used to do is she used the batu giling. I used to see her doing that. Wow, looks so easy, but then trust me, it's not that easy. And it definitely tastes better with the batu giling. And I'm going to put in a bit of all the ingredients here. I'm going to do 2 batches to blend in all the ingredients. Put in the batu, we call it the candle nut, chilies in. So the chilies, remember, it has been blended, it has been boiled to soften it. Put it in. Okay, the oil is hot, so remember to be careful. Put in the potatoes. Okay, while waiting for that, multitasking saves time. Then if it's too dry, you can always add in a bit of oil in there so that you and stir fry your ingredients and it's blended. Put it here. And now you can blend the remaining ingredients. Okay, so this is done, and just look at how red it is and how spicy it's gonna be. So it will be a very devilish dish. more and it should be done. So you don't want to cook it till it's fully cooked, you just need to cook it a bit so that it gives it a better flavor towards the end. Right, so traditionally when you go to Malacca, you go to those Portuguese settlement over there, you can try this wonderful dish, and of course, every family has their own version of curry level. Right, so this version of mine, this is what my mom taught me, this is what I saw my grandmother prepare, and this is how the way I love it. Okay, so I'm going to remove the potato to a plate. So using the same wok, I'm going to put in the paste that I blended. Stir fry it. Stir fry it until it's fragrant, or what we Malaysian always say, pecah minyak. So this curry, some people will say that once you cook it, it's better to actually keep it overnight so that the flavors goes into the meat, goes into the potatoes, and it will taste so much better. Wow, just look at it. I'm already tearing. So you can always add in a bit more oil if you think that it's too dry and you can't stir fry these ingredients till it's properly stir fried, or what I call it, to mix. So as you can see, the blended ingredients here have been stir fried until it's fragrant and the color has already changed. So that's where you know it's almost done, and you can put in the mustard seeds now. Just continue to stir fry a bit more, then you can add in the chicken. Right, so what I have here is one whole chicken. One whole chicken goes into it. What we have here is this asam jawa. So using the traditional way where you put in your fingers without gloves, and yeah, so that's how you can feel the asam jawa, the tamarind paste over here. So just press it with your fingers with the water over here, and once it's done, just pour it into the chicken. So just use your hand as a strainer. So this is what my grandmother usually will do. Put it in, just like that. So you don't want the seeds to be in. So let's say you have a bit remaining more like this, you can just leave it aside, and later if you think that it's too thick and you need a bit more gravy, you can just put in a bit more water in here and just continue putting it in there. Alright, so just give it a stir, and we are going to put in the potatoes. As you can see, wow, chicken is almost there. Look at the gravy over there. So you have hot steaming rice. It's super duper delicious to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to put in the potatoes. So remember, the potatoes has been fried, so it's 3/4 cooked, or I would say halfway cooked. And depends on how you want it to be. You want it to be very chunky, big size, you go ahead with it. So when it comes to food, cooking a food, there's no right or wrong to it. Okay, so just let it simmer a bit more until the potato is fully cooked. Then we're going to season it with the thick soy sauce, the vinegar in, and also with some salt in there. Right, so just going to cover it again, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so I'm just going to add in 1 tablespoon of vinegar in there. Then I'm going to add in maybe 1 teaspoon of the thick soy sauce first. I'm going to see how the color turns out. And yes, so this is an optional thing. so it's time to season the chicken. The curry devil over here. Salt according to taste. Right, so some prefer it to be very healthy, less salt. Right, so we see it should be just nice, should be just enough. I was going to eat it with white rice, so it should be flavorful enough. And give it a good stir, and you're done.